господа, сразу же продолжаем. И по заданию я выберу наверное. Давай тогда, наверное, сначала о драконе.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Поговорите с Поппи попутно, да?
Over here.
Ну ты спряталась,
Change of
блядь.
pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Ну давай я так спрошу.
Must we? It seems a lot of trouble to go to for a creature we've already rescued.
We should see this through. Let me find out where she is. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Ну, ей знать не
If
обязательно.
it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Так,
I'll let you
пизду.
know when I have news of her location.
Так, теперь давай с этой индианкой ебу. Надо в Хогвартсе. Ну да.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Я пока не вижу отдельный какой-то смысл.
Library. It's always much too loud in the common room.
Давайте цыгане,
You
блядь, что вы
wanted
там
to speak
хотите,
with me,
блядь?
mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards.
Алива,
She
сука,
berated
свои
me for
источники.
keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus.
Да
And it
догадались,
is
что
in
уже
my
не мог.
gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Как стало, они же рождаются вроде
How does it
бы.
feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality.
В
My
общем, тоже
mother is
аниме.
convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Вирус, блядь.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Когда будут по Хогвартсу ходить одни хомяки, блядь.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
I heard that someone cast the Confundus charm on a Ravenclaw Forfeit so they couldn't answer the riddle.
Revelio.
And they shared them in the common room.
Так, ну давай-ка я теперь возьму. Сьебастьян. Давай сюда.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Опа-не, это их мне тоже. Ай, надо было этот. Знаешь, что сделать? Надо сейчас, подожди, по карте. пишет все, блядь. Или здесь это было. Ладно, давай.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Revelio.
I don't see why everyone has their wandering.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today?
Так, у нее этих мне нет.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate.
Давай сюда. Давай нас играем. Там.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
You're back.
Revelio.
Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Так, этого зайти. Этого. Да. Просто реально можно плюс 15 поднять.
Revelio.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
Это у меня есть.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Много.
And it's
Мех
getting worse.
Нюклера.
If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Рог Драмагора.
Have you rescued the Thestrals and purchased the spellcraft for the breeding?
Гор, мир Нюклера. Рог Драмагора и мир Нюклера.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Империал.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
Так, ладно, у этого нет этой хуйни, блядь.
I hope to see you again.
Так. Империал.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
You're here. Good.
Promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
А, ну конкретно за это нет, не говорю.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Эльвирдер. Так, подожди-ка. Вот, тоже надо. Аваду дадут, наверное. Давай-ка, наверное, вот
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
А, подожди. Знаешь, что еще по талантам можно? Давай я, наверное, сделаю вот так. А здесь... Вот так.
Bombarda! Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
А я ж нажал бомбарда.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio!
This room is taller than it looks.
Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso!
Зависло. Ладно, блядь. Вроде бы пошло. Поехали, чё.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Так, теперь надо здесь. А больше про бомбардуш ничего нет.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio. Bombarda. Arresto momentum. Bomba. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect.
Так, подожди, Сьебастьян.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Wingardium Leviosa.
This room is taller than it looks.
Leviosa.
Блять.
Bombarda.
А сука заебала, блядь.
Confringo.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Accio.
Давай-ка мы, наверное, сюда стаки поставим. Да ёбаный ты рот, а. Оно сохраняет, и я сохраняю.
Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Crucible. Stupid one. Bombarda.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio.
Я даже не буду туда это. Это их вот.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside the sarcophagus. Seems
Специально даже.
odd. Arresto momentum. Bombard. There's something here by the altar. There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.
What did you find?
Так, поговорите со Сьебастьяном.
Revelio. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Логично ответил.
I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Bombarda! Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Так. Просто интересничал.
Bombarda! Revelio!
Если...
Reparo!
Там, да?
Bombarda!
The student mentioned bones as the key. Therefore, bone piles must be what we need.
Bombarda!
Давай сохранимся.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Revelio.
Это что за хуйня?
Need to find a safe way across. Bombarda! Bombarda! Confringo! Revelio. Confringo.
Ага. Блять.
Incendio.
Нихуя, да?
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Incendio.
И что она дает мне?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio.
И чё?
Revelio.
Такая хуйта, блядь.
Accio. Revelio.
А, так Сьебастьян здесь.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ну, ну где-то что ли?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Нет? Вот сука.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ну сейчас-то уже точно должно быть.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Да ёб же твою мать, а. Это...
Before we trudge on further, I've just...
Revelio.
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Ты что, сука, умеешь, блядь?
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise.
Это не Визли, Визли что другое, не похуже ее,
The
блин.
spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Отлично.
There we go.
Сразу прокачаем его.
Be on your guard.
Так. 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 Тихо, тихо, тихо. А, ну все, да?
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Туда вошел, да?
This looks different from the case before. Now we're also dealing with runes.
А, вот он ты. Бомбарда, хорошо, блядь, ебашек.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Leviosa. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Confringo.
We've rid the world of another spider. I should sleep better tonight.
А, их 4, блядь. Надо в какой-то последовательности. Я и кружочек. Вернее, вот такая и кружочек. Угу. Квадрат и вот такой круг. No.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's so entranced with this place.
No. Блять. Ага.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Так. Ну, вроде бы как все. Да что ж ты, блядь, будешь делать-то? Прям, сука, между ними разница. Мелочи добавили, и все. Модельки одни и те же.
Bombarda. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Dead end.
Вот они, надо.
Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Не трогать, аж написано.
Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
Написано, не
The
трогай.
note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Ой, а там какой-то хмырь, блядь. Жертва, блядь.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Так они ее уже все равно взяли. Может, на него империю наложить. Нихуя.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Ну давай, да.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on. Bombarda!
Ну ёбаный рот, а.
Incendio. Imperio. Bombarda. Crucible. Potato. Stupid.
Так, сука, заеб. На тебе. Нормально.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
Хорошо, отварчик. Блять, ну вы
Bombarda. Incendio.
А как с них свалить там, блядь?
Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda.
А, нет, а реально как с технологией.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Блять, ну это то же самое, короче. Он бежал вот откуда-то отсюда.
Bombarda!
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Так, вернитесь, ну да, хорошо. Так, надо, да? Ага. Вот так даже, ну ладно. Я что-то должен напасть по идее.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like ominous. It'd only upset her.
Там что-то горит у тебя в деревушке там.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Он что, блядь, не видел до этого?
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Сейчас разберемся.
Your service. You won't force me.
An utterly pitiful display. You terrible young man. Surely you can see that.
Сука, сам напросился в говно, блядь. А первого аж надо было. Левиос.
We have to fight.
Keep out of sword's reach.
Uncle, to the right.
Ah, got it.
They're closing in.
What was that?
You'll not win here.
Bastion, be careful.
We've got them. They'll retreat. Bombarda. We'll make them retreat. I'm handling.
Сдох наконец-то. Это этот какой-то сильно злой. А что империя, они?
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt.
Блять, это что его друг?
You've gone too far,
Это дело.
Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Правильно ты сделал.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Только что ебашили с крыши. Это смешно, конечно, звучит, да.
was he thinking?
Pardon
Послал
me,
сестру.
fellow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Вот долбоёб нахуй.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
Где? Ладно, давай сначала продам всякое говно.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? Hear you found a bit of treasure in the forest. Was never one for adventure myself. Hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Так, давай сюда. Сюда. Ну, что-то за хуйня, блядь. Нападение выполнять, да? Давайте 2 раза.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium. Never
Чё
again.
там? А, крипта, блядь.
Did you speak with my
Ну
uncle?
чё, мут глаз-то делал заклинание.
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Вот кедавру еще дали, было вообще хорошо. Так, ну что, давай за яйцо. Космос нас там ждет, да? Кстати, надо этот прокачивать.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Нападение. Нападение. Защита. Так, а ну давай-ка. Ну ладно, давай сейчас не поговорим.
It's not like her to forget.
Что, мне вас не просился делать, что ли?
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in Plimpies.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
О, да.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere
Ну,
else.
то есть, наверное, можно и изучать темные эти, хотя я так и не понял. Если он будет отказываться, или он все равно будет
It belongs to
насильным.
her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Ах ты, сука.
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you...
Так.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
О, там
For
еще.
what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Дура тоже идет, да?
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Fantastic.
Так, ну что, побежала, надо прокачки, да? И так далее. Одно надо будет на книгам просто.
How good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Да, многие дублируют друг друга, что бомбарда, что этот. Блять, за мной. Тоже что огнем стрелять.
Watch your step. Revelio. Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that?
Иначе ихняя королева. А дальше-то куда, блядь?
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it.
Вот сука.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. If we can get her, we can get the net. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Браконьеры-то где?
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair her.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Да. Вижу память, там короткая, что ли. Сейчас хуяк и сожрет. Ну не дотронулась вроде бы, да?
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed to us. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Так, то хорошо. Так, ну тратить-то его толком не на что. Абсолютно притом еще. Оставим. Так, ну они говорят. Ага.
I spent hours trying to conjure.
Oh, have fun inside! You must try it.
Ивс, блядь, наконец появился.
Hello there.
Индус.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well,
Не бойся, тебя
might
защитим.
this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Так, ну что-то он особо не торопится, ну да ладно.
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend Lodgok.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check.
Так, а ждет он. Вот даже где.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Бля. Брошенная шахта.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Конечно, жалобно. Так, ну чё, где индус?
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
И чё?
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
А чё это не мы?
Written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revenue. The door is looking at us.
Сейчас уже узнаем, что он умеет.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for...
Incendio. Impressive Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
А, подожди. Покатался, платить теперь, блядь.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Мне надо было посмотреть, что там. Там пока ничего. Блять, индус, сука, ну.
Keep your wits about you. I'll get you through this mine. Revelio.
Короче, давай их просто пиздить.
Bombarder. Descender. Little moon cow. Was that your bet? Bombarder. If you see human much
А заебал ты, блядь.
Pity. Not quite. Bombarder. Expelliarmus meant to be.
Неохота тратить.
More than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio.
Так, ладно.
We're being watched by a door.
I'll be quiet.
Leviosa. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Что ж не хотел, то, блядь, пошел на дело. Сука, блядь.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here, a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Нахуй мы тебя взяли, если ты читать не можешь, блядь. Давай сюда.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Так. А не этого надо было, ну ладно.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Так. Ну да, надо сэкономить. Ох, тут ебать колотить.
Revelio. Incendio.
Ах вы суки. Да, блядь. Да не этого же, блядь. Я же нажимал. Да, блядь, пусть заебали. Скука, да скука. Ну-ка.
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Такс. Так, сохранился, хорошо. Блять. Рит котел ёбаный, блядь. Ну, наверное, там, да, внутри.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Revelio. Incendio.
Ну ладно.
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Ну а какой короткий путь там может быть там, блин? А, вот. Индус.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Не понял.
Revelio.
А где этот мудак, блядь, сбежал?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Не приключения, блядь.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site.
Да, ему ли сейчас столкнулись с горой?
Something so intently that she almost didn't notice.
Никто не знает.
When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard.
Да, да, просишь без уважения, все это знаем.
I let her study the container if she would allow
Какую-то
me to
маленькую
search
миссию
the
можно
castle on my
сделать.
own.
Может, Сьебастьяна сделать.
We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Так, у нас Сьебастьян, что? Ну, давай сюда.
What are you up to now?
Где додумали сделать, чтобы нужно было менять внешний вид, да? Да.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
Так, подожди-ка, Сьебастьян. Давай, наверное, Сьебастьяна оставлю. Ага. Вот сюда переместимся. Одно задание. Так основных достаточно поделали. А Поппи, блядь, заебет, раз поможешь, блядь. Может, спасать ее еще надо домашних всех.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
If your grand's all right and they didn't get the egg, then perhaps we're fine.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about the secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs, they'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Блять, я хотел другой ответ.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Ну и чё? А других нет заданий. Ну, тогда...
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Он с фонариком? А, ну да.
I thought my owl might pique you.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea. But perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Revelio. There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Получится, да, ага.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Да на тебе. Ах ты сучонок. Так, еще где-то одно.
Revelio.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Да, не сыты. Сьебастьяна.
This is going well.
Я знал, блядь, что тут. Режущая капуста, блядь. Что еще там, блядь?
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd
Погнали.
Hit it, Imperio.
Да они того завалили.
I won't rest.
How dare you use that spell on
Да пошел ты нахуй.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Валите всех нахуй, да и все, блядь.
Revelio.
Да что там еще, блядь? Это, кстати, тоже можно качнуть. Надо не забыть потом. Отлично.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
Вообще похуй, блядь.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Хуя. От какого хуя?
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Revelio.
Даже не буду по сундукам
I don't see any
говорить.
goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Ну поехали. А чё ж только ему одному все достает? Нормально, да?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Bombarda. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Defender.
Блять.
Leviosa.
Что ж ты еще там, блядь?
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of instances.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio.
Так, тут мне надо починить.
Reparo.
Давра еще не хватает, конечно. Да ладно.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Мучается, да.
Bombarda.
Ну, как 23 уже этого. Нормально. Слорчика-то.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud. Revelio.
Good at that.
Так, ну давай посмотрим. Блять. Да, блять. Пиздец, очень важно.
Incendio.
Ну, он же... Ну, пока, да? Мне кедавра нужна очень.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
Да, нет.
Distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
О, сейчас эти еще, блядь, уёбки. Пожалуйста. Не угадал, блядь. Мучайся, сука. Посмотри, сука, что творит. Да? Да не того же, сука, мучим, блин. О, сейчас того.
Certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Revelio.
Так, блядь. Блядь, заебло нахуй.
Incendio. Accio.
Peace.
Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Ah.
Incendio.
Ну.
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Так, погоди, я же ж...
Wasn't expecting that.
Так, ну давай сюда. Да ёб твою мать, ну что там еще нового, бля? Вот он все. Почну вас.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Bombarder!
Чё, блядь?
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it.
Revelio!
For the trek
Что надо
back out
сделать?
of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
А, вот как в крипту заходить.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
Когда же уже кедавру тогда дадут?
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Кто там
I know
Сьебастьян?
that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Вот ты же... Так, не горячись.
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Так, ну что, много заданий. Подождем еще заданий.
I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
То, что ли? Ну, по времени, ну, пару минут как раз есть. Давай купим. Ну. Ну, они же должны были, кстати, через камин с этим зеленым порохом.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Подожди. Раз. Два. Три. О. Так, ну чё? Давай.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by.
Ну и цены у
You're
тебя,
set
блядь,
with the new
очкарь.
upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Ясно.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
А что у меня по снаряжению-то вообще? Блять, нападение, да? А тут... одну всего лишь больше. Пытаюсь. Ну какая-то, блин. Ролевая имитатор, блин. Какая, блин. Так, ну что, думаю, в принципе, можно, наверное, закончить на этом. Давай даже здесь сохранимся. По заданиям. Ну, это либо будет третье испытание. Только когда кидал, то дадут. Так, все, господа, выходим пока. Увидимся.